Hello and welcome to another episode of Anticipated Advice, where we talk about whatever the hell we want to.
Hell yeah.
I am your host, Nita, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Invisible. What up, y'all?
So, just a few housekeeping things, guys. Please don't forget to check us out on Spotify. And don't forget to share, like, comment, and subscribe all of our content. Also, if you are anticipating advice from us, please send your comments or questions to anticipatedadvice@gmail.com. What we got going on today, Mr. Invisible?
All right, let's start off with something a little lighthearted. Who is the better grocery shopper? Would it
Women.
be you or your husband? Or for fellas, would it be you or your wife?
It is I, the beautiful wife.
How so?
Because I know exactly what to get. I'm going to be in and out. I'm not going to just grab stupid things that we don't need. And I pay attention to prices. I feel like husbands do not pay attention to prices.
Because we ball.
See, no, I don't give a hot dog if you balling or not. But you need to pay attention to prices. And then, like, we could send y'all with a list, and then you come back with stuff that ain't even on the list. The list is to guide you through the grocery store.
Maybe you ain't complete the list.
No. You don't know what we need. Because first of all, you don't cook.
Who don't cook?
You don't cook.
I don't.
And you don't know what we need. You know, our filler foods, our foods to create meals. You don't know any of that.
Hey, for the people in the back, what is a filler food?
You know, like things to snack on.
If y'all confused, I'm right there with you because I don't know what a filler food is.
It's the things that you snack on.
Oh, so snacks.
Things like, filler, like in between
they're called
meals.
snacks.
Honestly,
Filler
I have
foods.
no idea why I said
y'all,
filler foods.
we about to coin that term, filler foods. Put it on a t-shirt.
No idea why I called it that.
So I feel like, it depends on who. Because like me, I'll go into the grocery store. I have exactly what I know is on a list. Not even got a list. It's all in the memory banks. And I go in there and
that's
I
when
hit
you forget things.
Legit, I'm in and out the store. It's like that game show Supermarket Sweep. It's me versus everybody else in the store.
But then you forget what I need for my dinner.
They don't even know we playing a game. It's me versus them. So I'm going to win every single time. And the thing about that is, it's like, the wandering around, we might need this. Ooh, thinking about that. Ooh, like I don't get those ideas popping in my head. You know why?
Because you ain't cooking. Or you're not worried about the kids eating the filler foods.
Who cares about them kids?
See, that's the
I'm
problem.
the one that work. I'm going to be hungry. You know, I don't care about no pastries and no, snacky cakes. I don't care about none of that crap. So, I think it depends though, because who's the person who is more disciplined to go through that place and then grab what you need, like you said, and don't go out of budget. But see,
yeah, that's true.
Because in my brain, I ain't got no budget.
See, that's the problem. Men just want to spend all willy-nilly. I don't care if you ball or not. You don't got to waste money on the groceries for what?
Oh, because the money could be spent on other things.
Yes, or saved in the bank account.
Like filler clothes. Or like filler shoes.
Anyway, what's next?
All right. Let's transition this over to something that feels a little more good. How about this? How do you feel about your spouse getting a full body massage from the opposite sex?
That's a no for me, sir.
Why would it be no?
Why is there a woman rubbing up on my man?
Because I don't want no big old linebacker rubbing up me down, man.
You better go get Jim Bob or you just gonna be sore.
Well, I'm in the country. Massages in the country.
No, not at all. Okay, well, if you can go get your massage by a woman, I'll go get my massage by one of them dudes on Instagram.
See, that's different.
Nope.
Okay, so
you can't dictate how my massage goes.
And that's the problem. He gonna try to dictate your massage. And the thing is, like me, I get full body massages because I work out. I ain't the fittest dude, but I work out, and once a month I get a full body deep tissue. We ain't talking about that, make me feel good kind of stuff. I basically am getting into a fight every month so my muscles can, be ready to work out. And my wife, she's okay with that, or as far as I know, she says she's okay with that.
Exactly. But in the back of her mind, she like, you getting happy endings, ain't you?
It's a lady. Ain't nothing happy about that ending. Especially when it's in a professional setting. Now, if I went to something that said massage, flashing in green lights or red lights, the neon sign, like zzz, 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 I get that. I'm not going there. You know why? Because as soon as I go in, the cops are coming in behind me and we all going to jail. But as far as, getting that done, I don't see nothing wrong with it. But now if you got some dude who are all extra buff, some movie star body.
I need a sensual massage.
And then on top of that, they be getting them girls in all them freaky positions and they got the oil up to their elbow pads and they rubbing and stuff. No.
Sensual massage, relax my mind.
No, they be all up in them girls' booties and stuff. That is not okay.
That's the best kind of rub down. How else you gonna get a woman a massage?
Forget that. I mean, hey, more power to them brothers. Because if I could do it, man, I'd be in there. But I ain't going to massage school. Is that what it's called? Is it massage school? I'm not sure.
Oh my gosh.
I need to Google some stuff. But no, forget that. Like
that's professional. They're not having sex. They're being professional.
Man, might as well be.
But they're not.
Shoot, you tell me. I don't even want to talk about it. Let's put it this way. Ain't no grown man, no straight grown man gonna be rubbing up on some woman. It don't even matter how she look. He might even be attracted to her, but you rubbing and rubber-dubbing and you ain't gonna get a little excited? Pass. You are.
I mean, of course they might, but that don't mean that anything's gonna go down.
And now he rubbing up against you with that.
Ain't nobody bumping and grinding.
Yeah. Like, pass, man. Shoot. And then on top of that, what's the prices? I bet that brother costs $1,000 an hour. These girls out here blowing their whole stimulus check.
Makes you feel good.
They stimulus check and that's high class hoeing right there.
For a massage.
Yep. I'm just saying. Shout out to the brothers though, because I wish I could do what you do. Honestly, but my wife wouldn't let me.
Anyway.
All right, let's get off that before people start getting divorced. But let's talk about the love aspect of that, though. Can you fall back in love with someone you felt out of love with?
See, my thing is, I never understand how people say they fall out of love. That doesn't make any sense to me. So to me, you just stop caring, you just stop dating and all of that stuff, and then you no longer have interest because y'all stop doing everything.
Yeah, I get that. But see, the problem, I don't know, the way the question is phrased is as if kind of like when people start newly dating, but it's like when you've been with somebody for years. It's like when you talk like an old couple, they've been married for 40 years. It's a difference between loving a person and being in love with the person. Because let's put it this way. If I've been in a relationship for 14 years, the beginning stage is, oh yeah, I'm in love with you. Everything you do, but now we living together. We got a family together. It's going to be the daily things of life, regardless if we dating or not. It may be sometimes some hiccups or situations that make you guys, not see eye to eye. But I might fall out of love with you, but that doesn't mean I still don't love you. It's just like, you're not my favorite person right now, but guess what? I'm still gonna make sure you're safe. I'm gonna take care of you, and we'll get back around to that. I think it goes in waves because
that's because of life.
Yeah, so it's like you can fall out of love with somebody you've been with for a very long time. But it's like we're going to come back full circle because we've been in a relationship so long. We've been through so many things. And let's be real. It's not like I'm going to go ahead and be like, okay, I'm not feeling you right now, so I'm going to go run over here. Because guess what? I got to get to know somebody all over again. But I know your stank crust. I like that stank crust.
But see, that's the thing, though. When people fall out of love, quote unquote, they want to go on and find somebody that they think that they're going to stay in love with 365 days a year. But that's not how that works. You're not going to be in love, quote unquote, all day, every day, because you're going to go through things. You're not going to like this person one day. You might, you know what I'm saying? You're going to like them one day. You're not going to like them. They're going to get on your nerves. It's just a cycle. Even if you are happily in love, no two people get along every single day of their lives, every moment. You know what I'm saying?
True.
You just got to work at your marriage or relationship and continue to date each other, like I always say, and put the time and effort into it.
Well, see, that also goes into making sure, because a lot of people do this in relationships. They're like, this person loves me for how I am. But people forget, like, we were freaking 18 years old when we first fell in love. Now we're 25. The person I am at 25 is not the person I was at 18. So now you have to evolve as an individual.
Right. You have to grow together.
You know, and then you still got to work on yourself. I don't care whether it be reading more books, whether you got to work out and keep it tight. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of y'all just say,
get it tight,
just let it go. But we ain't gonna talk about that. We don't judge. It's just that if that person got with you at a certain height and weight, yeah, love is love, but visual works.
Well, the thing is, you can't have two people together and one person is constantly trying to improve themselves and the other person doesn't care. A relationship is not going to work like that. You both have to try to continue to evolve apart as well as together. So that's the thing too.
All right, let's go ahead and move on to something else, because this is crazy. I don't even care about that no more. I'm in love, so it don't matter. How about this one? Do you think fighting in relationships is necessary?
See, that can kind of tie into the last question, kind of, maybe. But no, I mean, myself personally, I don't like to fight and argue. I think it's draining. It's stupid. And most of the time you fighting and arguing over the dumbest things. So it makes absolutely no sense. So
who put towels in the pool?
I don't think that one should, I don't think arguing is needed and fighting is fighting like boom, 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 boom. Fist fighting.
Not the boom, boom, boom. The boom, boom, boom. Is
it the fist fighting or is it,
arguing?
I hope they're just talking about arguing.
Let's be real. Different relationships got different levels to it. You know?
Definitely no fighting. But arguing, no. See, I'm a nervous Nelly, so I can't argue. Like, my stomach could get to bubbling. I got to go boo-boo. Like, I'm fight or flight.
Make you want to poop on yourself?
Yes.
Like, no, I got something to say. You're like, well, I gotta go.
Right. Like, I'm arguing with you on the toilet, like,
Hey, you stupid.
Because I don't like stuff like that.
Nah, man. But, like, for me, I don't like to argue either. Sometimes disagreements will happen. But the thing is, compromise is a thing. But it's like, depending on your structure in your household, you might argue, but somebody has to have the final say. Because say if you are stuck on this side and then your husband's stuck on this side, it's like, well, we ain't got nothing happening now. But no, I don't like to argue. When voices get to raising and people want to get to pointing fingers and stuff, I can't do it, man. Stupid. That's not who I am. I don't like that. Like, I'm not one of them brothers that like to call women out their names, because some dudes be like, yeah, you acting like this and you acting like that. And it's like, man, no, that's your lady. You do not do that. So I don't even want to get to that point to where we arguing to the point where I want to say something crazy to her.
Right.
You know, it's about a respect thing, because it's like, this is my lady, this is my wife, my mother, my kids, or whatever. So it's like, you know what? You might be a hothead or he might be a hothead, but for me, it's just like, I'm good. Like, it's not. And some people think that, I remember back in the day, one girl was, when I was younger, one girl was like, do you hit women? I'm like, no, why would I do that? She's like, man, you ain't no real man unless you willing to put a girl down. I'm like, down like the dog warden at the pound? Like, what are you talking about? And the thing is, that was the first and last conversation I had with that woman. Well, it was younger than, but it's like, what did your mama go through? That was my question.
That's the thing. She's probably either seen abuse or she's been abused herself, and she feel like a man don't love you if you don't do that.
Right. So
I can turn to her, I guess.
With that goes into our last question of tonight is continued domestic violence grounds for divorce?
Yes.
Automatic?
Automatic.
What if I accidentally hit you?
How you accidentally hitting somebody?
I don't know.
Well, first of all, you got to pull your hand back and lay down the smack. So
okay, if that's a thing. All right, first
you
and foremost,
thinking about it before you do it,
right? And it's one of those things where, for women, Men don't get me wrong, there are definitely a lot of men out there suffering from domestic violence, but the thing is that macho thing keeps you from telling somebody or stepping away. Like if your woman going off and throwing stuff at you from across the room, or she hitting
That's
you,
not
calling
okay.
you ain't no real man and hitting you or trying you,
Right.
that is domestic violence.
Yes.
Or if y'all got a kid together. But for women, for the most part, depending on their upbringing or how they see relationships, it's like, this dude ain't passionate enough about me. He ain't willing to knock me out to put me in my place. Like, what are you talking about?
I need a man that puts me in my place.
And then it's like, okay,
Like,
it can be a
what does
dude
that
who
mean?
won't let you just talk crazy to him, but putting his hands on you is a different thing. But then also you have women who unfortunately don't understand that with this man, when you first start dating, he's going to show you signs and cues that potentially down the line, he is going to kick your ass. Whether it be from him getting angry over simple stuff, you know, like, I don't know, the phone, dropping his phone, and he's just like turning beet red, and he start punching the walls and stuff, because that's how it usually starts. He starts hitting stuff, he's yelling at people, he's going off on people. He's the term hothead, you know, and it's like, because if he's quick to fight anybody, he'll be quick to fight you. And a lot of women, unfortunately, people are lonely, so they'll just stick to what they know rather than trying to be alone to figure out
the red flags,
to do better. And next thing you know, this cat going upside your head with everything but the kitchen sink.
Upside your head. I said, oops, upside your head.
And I don't know, man. It's just, it shouldn't continue. But the sad fact is that for most, especially women, they be in these things for so long, and then they'll be told by their friends, their family, you gotta get away. You got, we just going through something, or he ain't normally like that. It's like, no, forget that, man.
Time to
get
go.
away. Like, that dude ain't that crazy, because most of the time he don't roll up on another cat like that.
No,
he won't, not at all. You know. And then on top of that, if you ain't got no brothers that ain't doing nothing for you, shoot, handle him. You know, don't be afraid. You know. What's the worst he can do? He already doing it.
Exactly.
You know? And I don't know, man.
So the main thing is divorce. It's time for a divorce.
Yes. All the way through and through. Don't tell me you can't afford it. Do what you got to do. It might be lonely. It might be a financial strain. It might be a struggle. Shoot, you might have to live in a homeless shelter. You might be eating bush beans out of a can with your fingertips. But guess what? You're safe.
Yep.
Or you ain't getting
your kids are safe.
Your kids are safe, you know?
Yep. Well, I think that'll be about it for today.
Well,
That's it.
hold on. Side note, just one more thing. Okay. I know we make a lot of jokes and stuff, but domestic violence is serious. And we want to let you guys know that is not okay. So if you are going through that, seek the help. I know a lot of people can't stand the police right now in this day and age, but guess what? If your husband going upside your head, they will actually help you out, at least in that moment. You know what I'm saying? So, just protect yourself, be safe, men and women, okay?
Alrighty. On that note, we're going to wrap things up. We would like to thank you once again for listening to our podcast, Anticipated Advice. I am once again your host, Nina, and this is my co-host,
Mr. Invisible.
Until next time, guys.
Peace.
Bye-bye.